Welcome back to Pep Talks and our series, Who Are the People in Your Neighborhood? In this series, we're stepping beyond job titles and departments to get to know some of the remarkable people who make up our Moffitt neighborhood, and to discover the stories, relationships, and experiences that have shaped who they are. Wanda Lane and Marcy Devlin have shared a marriage, a Moffitt workplace, and nearly 60 combined years of service to the mission. But when Wanda was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, they began experiencing Moffitt from an entirely different perspective, as patient and caregiver. In this episode, they share the joys of working alongside your spouse, the power of a workplace family, the hope made possible through research, and what love looks like when life becomes difficult, one step and one plate of scrambled eggs at a time.
Hi, my name is Wanda Lane, and I have worked at Moffitt for 33 years, and I am actually a native of Tampa, Florida. And I love my job here at Moffitt very much.
Hi, my name is Marcy Devlin. I've been at Moffitt now for 27 years, and I'm thankful for everybody that I have met here at Moffitt.
I currently work in the Department of Risk Management, which is a part of the Excellence in Clinical Safety Division.
I currently work in perioperative services, and I don't want to see Wanda on a professional level. So, Wanda and I met at the Cherokee Club in Ybor City.
We met that day was on Friday, September the 19th of 1998. And I had gone to this club with several women from the radiation department here at Moffitt. And this person was sitting at the bar. We went over and I started talking to her. And I asked her if she would dance. And she's like, not yet, not yet. I said, okay, that's fine. So I went out and danced on the floor. And then finally she joined me on the dance floor. And that is actually how we met. And it was basically love at first sight. It was our glad I met you day. And from that day on, now 28 years that we have been together. And it was the best day of my life.
About a week after we met, she kept calling me and kept calling me. She wouldn't stop calling me. So I called her back and we decided to go on a date. And Wanda could not stop talking about Moffitt Cancer Center. She could not stop. She was so enthusiastic about it. We're sitting in the car and she was like, you would love it there. She just kept saying how wonderful it was, how wonderful it was. I worked at Berkeley Preparatory School at the time and I loved my job. It's a great job. I loved working with the kids there. And so Wanda said, at the end of the day, she goes, would you like to go see the campus? I'll drive you through the campus so you can see it. I was like, okay. She drove me around campus. I was like, wow, this is a beautiful building. And she just kept talking it up. I think it was at Berkeley for maybe a year after that. And Wanda just kept on. So I came and interviewed with ES. And I stood at ES for about a year. But now I've been in perioperative services over 26 years.
So we didn't meet at Moffitt, but we might as well have met at Moffitt because I drug her over here. I loved it so much.
Most of our wedding party was also nurses and techs, and one of my managers now, she still says that's the best wedding I've ever been.
I think what I enjoy the most is every day in risk management is totally different. I love working with the team here. People were like, you're at retirement age. Why aren't you going to retire? I love my job. If I didn't love my job, that'd be a different story.
You know, I could tell a New York accent from anywhere. And we have a lot of people from up north here now. And I'll be like, okay, what part of New York you from? And we'll start talking. All of a sudden, they forget they're laying on a bed getting ready to go to surgery. And I'm just holding their hand. And then you can tell they're a little nervous.
You know, Marcy is one incredible person. You know, you look at her and she's got this hard exterior, but she's got the heart of a saint. And I see her talking to patients, interacting with those patients, just coming down to their level and just pouring her heart out to them and giving them the comfort that they need, because they're going through a really crappy time. I know what that's like. And I see her and she just gives of herself. And I love the fact that she gives and gives and gives without expecting anything in return.
Okay, this is Wanda's time to shine. Yeah. What I love about Wanda is the same thing. She'll give you the shirt off her back. She's at work. If somebody needs something done, she'll do it. Patients, she'll go out the way to help them. Her co-workers, they ask anything of her, and she's all over it. Wanda has this amazing voice, and every Christmas, she puts that voice to use. She sings for the patients. She just gives of herself, you know, and she doesn't expect anything in return, but to hear that voice and to put it together and help make patients feel better, it's a beautiful thing. I now work at MMH because I'm in surgery, so that's our surgery center basically over there. We still do some surgeries here, but it's been 3 years since MMH now, and I don't get to have lunch with my Wanda every day. We used to love to lunch together. People who say, how do you guys do it? We even drove together to work.
I do miss, you know, you say, how do you work together? I loved the 25, 30 years that we were able to work in the same building. We did get to have lunches together. I would get here. She's obviously works a lot earlier. She starts at 5 a.m. I don't start until 7 a.m. So we would come in, she'd go to work, and I would have a blanket, and I would take a nap in my car. It was the best nap I ever got. And then, you know, we'd have lunch together, and then she would wait for me, and then we'd leave and we'd go home. And you know what I like about it? We didn't carry it home. You know, if we get home and we start talking, I would say, okay, let's separate the work. It's time just for us time, just for you and I and our babies or cats. Our work-life balance is very good. I love Marcy with all my being, and I can't even think. It doesn't even cross my mind that we would not be together for the rest of our lives. I went to my primary care in 2017 and did my normal labs, and my primary care physician was like, I don't like the labs. Let's try to do them again. So we did them a second time. And so she's like, I need you to see our oncologist. So she gave me the name of the oncologist at Fort Medical. I went out there, and as soon as they said oncologist, it clicked. I'm like, okay, let's just go do this. So I went to see the oncologist, and she's like, we need to do a bone marrow biopsy. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll get right back with you on that. And so I remember we drove back to the house. It was pouring rain. We just were quiet, and we're just like, what's going on? So we reached out to Hugo Fernandez, and I sent him my labs. He goes, okay, you've got multiple myeloma. And he said, I'm going to call Dr. Melissa Alcina, the most amazing BMT oncologist in the world ever. So on a Friday, when Dr. Alcina had a day off, she came in and we met with her, and she looked at my lab. She says, okay, this is multiple myeloma, and this is what it is. Now, I will tell you, as a cancer patient, for the first time, it hits you in the face, and you are just like, you see nothing. And you go in that office, and she's talking, and she's drawing diagrams of what multiple myeloma is, and all I'm hearing is wah, 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 just like the Charlie Brown TV. I didn't know what she was saying. I had no clue. I was just like in a zone. Thank goodness Marcy was right there. She was taking everything in. Alcina gave her all the notes that she had written down, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to get another bone marrow biopsy, And then we're going to move forward with this. And in 2019, I believe, I had my first stem cell transplant. I went through 6 chemos and they just stopped working. So I moved to the next one. That one worked for a while and it stopped working. 6 different chemos.
A year, and 6 different chemos.
Yeah.
Before we could get to stem cell transplant. A year, and exactly.
And these were not infusion chemos. These were shot chemos.
Shots, and then somewhere.
And then, yeah. And so they quit. But I did the stem cell, and it worked for like
2 years.
2 years. Then the multiple myeloma came back. And I'm not sure if people realize multiple myeloma does not go into remission. I had to get the one that doesn't go into remission. I'm like, what? So it came back after 2 years. And then we met with Dr. Alcina again. And she's like, listen, there is a new treatment out there called CAR-T. It is mainly for leukemia and lymphoma patients only. But I have been given X amount of dollars to trial multiple myeloma patients. I want you on it. I'm putting you on the list right now at the top of the list. And at that time, they were only doing so many. So I got my Carvykti stem cell treatment on my birthday of 2023, May 22nd, 2023. And I was out of work for 3 months. Both times I had stem cells. It's a 3 month out of work process. And I tell you what was amazing. I was out of work for 3 months. I can't tell you how many employees donated PTO hours to me. To me, that's family. That's family. And now if I see somebody sick, I'm donating time. You know what? They did that for me. It's just hours. Give them
So
more.
I actually paid our mortgage.
Yeah.
For 1 month.
Yeah. It's just amazing, the family here. So May 22nd, 2023, I had the Carvykti stem cell treatment. We had cupcakes and balloons and everything. And it was so fabulous. My brother, who actually is the chaplain for the USF Bulls, he came in the room and we stood around and had an amazing prayer time. And then I got my stem cells.
He prayed over the stem cells.
They prayed over the stem cells. And then I was out of work for 3 months. So that's my multiple myeloma story. I was also diagnosed with breast cancer in 2025, last year, September of 2025. Very, very, very early stage breast cancer. Lumpectomy, 0 cancer. Then in the beginning of this year, I was diagnosed with basal cell carcinoma. So Dr. Cruz went in, took it out, 0 cancer. So I'm done. 3 times the charm. That's it. No more. But this girl here, right here, this wife of mine, has been gifted with such an amazing caregiver spirit. I mean, she was out of work with me. She took care of me 24/7. I just can't even be thankful enough for her.
I wouldn't even sleep.
Yeah.
Well, I would cry. Middle of the night, I would just, why her, you know? I remember those nights. But I wouldn't let her see me. And the only thing she could eat was what?
Eggs.
Scrambled
eggs.
Marcy scrambled eggs.
Yep. They did an article called Love and Scrambled
it's out
Eggs
there
on
somewhere.
us. It's a Moffitt article. I actually have it. And they did a thing. It was an article called Love and Scrambled Eggs.
My friends, my coworkers, without them giving me time to run to talk to a physician about this, even when I was working, my bosses, great, fantastic. So I was able to go up, stay with her for a little bit, come back down and work. And in between that time, Darcy will come and she'll sit in. Another employee will come and sit with her. Mr. Moffitt came through. Everybody came through to visit Wanda.
There's 2 nurses in BMT that really took care of me. Michelle Bronco and Robert Leverett. Robert Leverett since he's retired. Michelle Bronco and I go way back. Michelle Bronco took care of my mother on 4 North for years. And then she's taking care of me.
I believe absolutely it's our culture. It's the Moffitt culture.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. It's the people, you know. It's definitely the people.
It's a family here.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I could go anyplace else and work and have this type of camaraderie with so many people. I mean, you know, we laugh because they call Marcy and I the mayors of Moffitt, and we chuckle about it. But it's just the people are so accepting and so caring, and it's just it's a family environment. I can't think of any place else I would want to work, and I don't want to work anywhere else. To contribute to the prevention and cure of cancer, to me, means giving of myself daily to do my best in every way so that I can be a part of this miracle of curing cancer in patients. Even though I'm an assistant, I still contribute in some way. Just everything that you can do to give of yourself for that cause is just a minor piece.
I think my contributions now have opened up more. I look at research now so differently. I never really looked at the research before. Until this happens to you, I was like, wait a minute, what is it that's gonna help her? Is this gonna help her? And who's doing it? And what's these new procedures they're doing? And I'm all about that right now. I'm all about that. So I tell people, I said, the reason you want to come here is because we're top notch. We're doing the research that nobody's doing. I could sit there and have a conversation and tell somebody my experience, a patient. It happened last week. I was with a patient and I don't know what happened, but I was like, so what's his primary if you don't have, you know? And she was like, multiple myeloma. And all of a sudden I smiled like, what's wrong with this crazy person, right? And then I explained this off story and I explained what she went through. And yo, look, she's still here. She's still here. You know how much better that guy felt? And his wife, after that conversation, I could tell. He already said, I didn't even think he knew my name. And he was like, Marcy, thank you. He's like, thank you. And it was just that I happened to be able to make that from what I've learned here at Moffitt, from what we went through here at Moffitt, through what I've learned with other doctors and, you know, everybody I work with. And I gave that guy this. And I could tell he felt better. And that was on a Friday. I felt good all weekend, you know. I would actually say the first thing you do to support that patient is you wrap your arms around that person and say, I love you, I got you, I'm with you, we are gonna do this together. That's exactly what I did. You just put your arms around that person, take it step by step. There's gonna be an obstacle, get past that first obstacle, and I told Wanda this all the time, every time. Going through those 6 different chemos. One obstacle's gonna pop up, that's all right, we got this. Well, just get this one until the next one comes. The next one comes, we're gonna get that one next. Just one obstacle at a time.
If I met a couple who were coming here and one of the partners was diagnosed, is what Marcy said. Hold on to them. Let them know that you're there. You're not going to leave. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be struggles, you know, day by day. But to know that Marcy was there for me, you know, is the fact that I felt secure. I didn't have to worry about the next day or the next day. Your caregiver and you, whoever it may be, just hold on. It's a bumpy ride, but just keep on going like a roller coaster. You know, it'll go up and around and circle around, and by the time you get to the end, you're screaming and woohoo! It's all done, and you get to ring the bell. But I tell you, if you have somebody coming in here, as a couple who are working here, you've got a family here. I can't tell you the circle of friends that we have that are back supporting. They're supporting Marcy sometimes more than me, because Marcy's the one that's got to put up with me, and I'm not easy to put up with. But tell that couple, man, just hold on. Just hold each other tight. Keep a positive focus. You can't go into the negative hole. You've got to keep that positive focus going day by day, it's one step at a time. That's all it is. One step at a time.
Come to Moffitt. You'll meet the best people in the world.
I count it a privilege to work at Moffitt. That's all I have to say about that.
Wanda and Marcy's story reminds us that love often shows up in the simplest ways. Listening when someone is too overwhelmed to take everything in, facing each new obstacle together, or making the one meal they can manage to eat. It also reminds us that the hope we receive can become hope for someone else. Because of their experience, Marcy can now look at another frightened patient and say, "My wife had that and she's still here." As we continue our Who Are the People in Your Neighborhood series, we want to hear from you. Who in your Moffitt neighborhood has a story we should know? Introduce us. We would love to meet them. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next month.